Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to another exciting okay. So guys, as promised, today we will be talking about ABM strategies and how to initiate it, how to take it further, what should be the ideal team composition, how should you go about implementing it, and what are the steps, essential steps in a successful ABM strategy. Okay, so let's get right in because there's a lot that we need to discuss. Okay, so guys, anyone who wishes to take on the ABM strategy or who is interested on how to start with the ABM strategy has to go with to the very beginning of the company. Okay, so why do I say that is because guys, that was when the company did not have too much of error data. Okay, so guys, you have to understand that when I say error data, there might be a lot of things which might have gone right or wrong, and which is why you would need to implement a proper ABM strategy. So guys, with error data, you will always get a polluted ABM strategy or a polluted ABM kind of results. Okay, so the best way to go forward, the very initial step, if you ask me, would be to go back to your CRM and check and correct the CRM steps. Okay, every bit of data has to be checked, every bit of data has to be corrected, and ensure that you get the maximum results. Okay, so guys, there are two type of companies that I'm going to discuss about. Okay, companies who have a marketing strength of less than 8 members. Okay, in that case, it's more like a medium sized company, which is where if you wish to implement an ABM strategy, you have to go back to your CRM. Okay, otherwise, if you have any more than 8 members, then you can divide those members into two teams. Okay, one team will be specifically working on S marketing initiative. Okay, and the second team will be specially working for ABM strategy. Okay, so guys, that is how is would be the best way to start. Okay, so in case you have less than 3 or 5 members, okay, then the best strategy would be for you to go back to your CRM and the rest of the team to work on ABM strategy. Okay, so guys, let's dive right in. So as I told you, you have to touch your CRM first. Okay, and correct the data. Okay, so when you're looking at CRM, guys, understand that what I expect as a result or the work from this initiative would be to understand what are the deals which went through, which other deals did not go through. Okay, now you have to write down in a very step by step way what was the exact conditions which led for the deal to go through. Okay, and what were the conditions which might have triggered for the deal to not go through. Okay, so these are the very essential two pointers or two insights that you would need to take from your CRM. Okay, so once you have that data, guys, that is when you can go to ABM strategy and try to start from there. Okay, so understanding the data from your CRM, if you have one, is very crucial, guys, for this. Okay, now imagine you don't have a CRM or you don't have a big team. Okay, then your first step, or let's start from the team composition. Okay, so you have to plan it well, guys. Okay, ABM or S marketing, you have to plan the initiative really well to the best of knowledge. Okay, so how do we do that? The ideal team composition for any kind of ABM or S marketing strategy, guys, will be to pick one or two people from each department. Okay, now what should be the type of people that you're picking is, one, the person should be the newest person in the department. Okay, and one should be the oldest in the department. Okay, so because guys, the oldest will already know all the ways that the department actually functions, and the newest guy is going to be the key, going to play a key role in trying to run the initiatives and do the work, while the old guys actually give the knowledge base. Okay, so guys, that would be the ideal picks from each department. Okay, and guys, when I say each department, it also includes a HR and admin. Okay, because they will be the guys who will be actually giving you the kind of insights which are required, so that you don't go overboard with a lot of other things. Okay, so guys, understand that the objectives of S marketing or your ABM strategy have to be are very crucial. Okay, so whenever you are writing the objectives, ensure that you don't just mention it, you actually write it to the point. Okay, so what I mean by that is, imagine that your objective of ABM strategy is to get more visibility. Okay, so you don't just write, to gain more visibility. Okay, you say that, boss, the objective of this ABM strategy after 9 months will be to ensure that we are at least 50% or more visibility than today's date. Okay, so by today's date, I mean, literally go to each platform and write down the kind of visibility which each platform has. Okay, and then mention which are the platforms that you're targeting through the ABM strategy. Okay, if visibility is your key goal. Okay, if you want more conversions, or if you want more accounts to actually be in your kitty. Okay, then you will mention the kind of accounts that you will be looking at, and what will be the kind of conversions that you're looking at. Okay, because you want more accounts, then the conversions will be the most important strategy. And conversions at what rate? Okay, I mean, it could be like, you're writing something very, very generic, like, oh, I am expecting at least 4 more accounts to be added after 9 months. Okay, but guys, 4 accounts after 9 months. Okay, now understand that when you speak of 4 accounts, okay, now 4 accounts can actually give you 10,000 by per each account. But is that your goal? Is that what you're trying to achieve after 9 months? Okay, so per account, what is the kind of conversions, or what is the kind of deal size that you're looking at, is what you have to mention in that key results. Okay, or your what's the kind of results that you're expecting is what you have to mention there. Okay, so guys, when I speak of ABM strategy, I always speak of some kind of very strong initiative which has to be forwarded by the CEO, which has to be supported by the CEO, which has to be reported to the CEO. But CEO will be playing the part of actually observing. Okay, observing as such, he will kind of modulate the kind of team and team size. Okay, so guys, there have to be weekly kind of meetings, but just to give an update and move on. Okay, so guys, the initiative has to be well planned. Okay, so some of the key steps, let me just update you on that. Okay, so as I told you, there will be one person from each department who will be coming in and who will be helping you with that. Okay, with that, guys, I have actually noted everything down. ABM strategy. Okay, so yes, you have to go back to your website as well, guys. Okay, so you have to get the website audited by someone else. Okay, now guys, one of the reasons why I always say that your website has to be audited by a third party is you can watch the website 11 times, but every time you go to the website, you will see only what you want to see. But a third party person who doesn't know anything about your company, anything about your specific region of business, might give you an eye opener, guys. Okay, so you have to get it audited by a third party. Okay, and look for areas of improvement and correct them. Okay, and guys, for ABM strategy, I always love to have new landing pages. One of the major reasons is that my current landing pages or my current website might not have the kind of strategy, or might not have had the kind of vision that my ABM strategy actually has, and the targets for my ABM strategy might affect my company branding in the long run. Okay, so my different landing pages will be helping me to ensure that I achieve the targets which I am looking to achieve through my strategy. Okay, once I am done with the strategy or I am done with the implementation, I always ensure that the landing pages are no longer visible to others. Okay, so this ensures my brand continuity, and this also ensures that my customers or my current users who have been coming to my site do not get affected by my current landing pages or my current strategy. Okay, guys, whenever I create a strategy, I ensure that we have 2 paths for going through. Okay, one would be the parallel path, which does not kind of affect the current business line or the current branding activities or the current job roles. Okay, so this is just to give you a boost to your company sales. Okay, but this should not impact the company's branding or the company's current level should not be touched with these strategies. Okay, so which is always why I have different landing pages for this activity. Okay, and I always get a list of the dream accounts that the sales guys are actually looking at, guys. Okay, so this could be a very high value account, and I don't care, guys, if even if it's a high value account. So what happens is, whenever I get the data from CRM to what were the real conditions which actually help my so this could be very simple conditions, like the company didn't have any other third parties who were actually helping them. Okay, even such pointers can help me to ensure that the next dream company that my sales guy has should be put in this criteria, or these pointers need to be replicated there, because I know that the moment this is replicated, my conversion will happen, right? So guys, and add the list of all your campaign boards and start reaching out to them via emails, cold calling, different social media campaigns. You should actually add them to your even Facebook, LinkedIn and other campaigns if you are running a paid ads or paid activities. Okay, if you are not doing that, then the best way to go about with it will be to actually start using press releases on the places where they are actually doing a release, guys. Okay, because they will definitely be monitoring those lines of news. Okay, and you have to profile them well, guys. Okay, profile them to understand who is the decision maker, what is their thought process, and how do they make the decision. Okay, so guys, I never said S marketing or ABM strategy or ABM kind of activity will be easy. Okay, it's never easy. Okay, and you have to create drip campaigns, guys. Okay, so guys, one of the biggest reasons, one of the biggest fallbacks of most of the people who implement ABM or who implement S marketing initiatives is that they forget that campaigns have to have a drip. Okay, so guys, imagine that your dream account has not opened an email in the first 60 seconds. Okay, or probably they are not available on that particular day. Okay, so you have to repeat the task or repeat the activity with different kind of information or different kind of email to be sent to them, guys. Okay, and this is very crucial, and this actually helps to ensure that your account is reached, your account is updated, your account is actually, his interest is followed on. Okay, otherwise, guys, they will lose the interest in it. Okay, and you have to measure your results before starting anything, guys. Okay, so you have to start from step 1, which is website audited, and that before that you have to go and understand who is your how the conversions actually happened in your CRM. Okay, guys, one more crucial step, which is the very start of anything else, is creating personas, guys. Okay, I know a lot of you guys still do not have those, but I will say it again. If you want to implement ABM strategy or you want to implement an S marketing strategy, you have to implement a proper persona details, and you have to have them in hand. Okay, to be actually doing all of the activities. Okay, so guys, this is what is very crucial for ABM strategy or S marketing strategy. Okay, and the best team composition, as I told you guys, is to have two teams. Okay, equal member team, one per if from each department. Okay, so in case you have a person who is the old guy in the department and the new guy. Okay, so there will be actually be 4 people from each department who should actually be supporting you in these initiatives. 2 initiatives. Okay, one is the S marketing, where sales and marketing is being combined, and one is the ABM strategy. Okay, so guys, those who are doing S marketing will be more involved with your websites, will be more involved with your CRM, will be more involved with their personas. Okay, so they will be creating the reader persona, the buyer persona, and the consumer persona. Okay, so guys, let me help you understand what's the reader persona is. Are the guys or the newbies, or you can say the students who are actually coming to your site to read about your company. Okay, so guys, these are people who might not want to buy something, but they could be reaching out to potential buyers, and they could help them realize that you are a thought leader, and you are a person who actually can make a difference. Okay, so guys, this is not my target direct target audience, but the buyer persona is my direct target audience. Okay, and who are your consumers are basically every person who might actually even be a competitor, or who might actually be also be a person of interest. Okay, he might not be a direct decision maker, but he could influence the decisions. Okay, so guys, you have to create the personas very crucially and very, pristine well. Okay, why? Because these are the guys, or these are the people whom you would like to ensure that you make the most out of it. Okay, so guys, once these things are in place, so let me go back to the steps. Okay, what are the steps which you need to do to implement a proper ABM strategy? Okay, so guys, the first very initial step is to ensure that you have personas created. Okay, these personas will be created based on your Google Analytics. Okay, so the person who creates a persona has to be a marketing manager or at a higher level of the marketing department only. Okay, that's about your persona, the very first initial step for ABM strategy implementation. Okay, the second step, guys, is to ensure that you have a pristine CRM without any faults, without any mistakes. Okay, and you need very two important factors from your CRM. Okay, the first are the kind of people or the kind of deals that got converted, why they got converted, what was the very initial reasons why a certain deal went through, what were the timelines for this to go through, and who were the major factors who actually influenced or who ensured that this deal went through. Okay, so all of these details have to be there, and for each account that went through. Okay, I know that's a lot of data, but guys, you have to do it. Okay, and the second kind of data, or the second data point which is very crucial, is which were the deals that did not go through. Okay, and these are the data points which can help you understand what actually triggered for a deal to fall out. Okay, and who were the people who influenced, what were the timelines, when was the decision being taken, when did you get the person to convey that this deal is not going to go through, or did the user themselves tell you? Okay, all of these details have to be there. Okay, and the third then would be to form the teams, the team composition as third step for successful ABM strategy, guys. Okay, the third step would be to form the teams. Okay, now these are teams, guys, as I said, 2-member teams from each department. Okay, so in case you have a larger marketing team, more than 8 or close to 16, this is the ideal team size, guys. Okay, for marketing teams to actually run a successful ABM strategy so I'm speaking of large companies, guys. Okay, so in case you have a smaller team, then the best way to go forward with it, to ensure the first 2 steps are completed, and then that you have a team composition, 2 people from each department. So one would be the oldest person in the department, and one would be the youngest. Okay, in that case, guys, you cannot, if you have a smaller team size, then you can't have 2 teams. Okay, so the S marketing and your ABM strategy will be implemented by one team only. Okay, that's good, but that's bad as well. Okay, so guys, that is the ideal team composition for S marketing or ABM strategy implementation. Okay, so now, guys, with all of these teams in place, with all the inputs coming in from your personas and your CRM. Okay, now this team is completely equipped with data, guys. Okay, now they have to reach out. The fourth and the important step is to reach out to your okay, the fourth step is to take the kind of ideal or dream companies that the sales guy wanted to target. Okay, the fifth and the most important step is reaching out to them. But before you reach out, ensure that you have drip campaigns. Okay, so what I mean by drip campaigns is, imagine if you're sending out emails. Okay, so imagine that there is something which can actually entice your user in case they have missed the first email. Okay, entice the user in case they missed the first call. Okay, and guys, do not spam, do not give a continuous calls. Okay, so all these calls have to be well planned. All these calls have to be ensured that, okay, so guys, my ideal time or my ideal kind of environment to making calls or for making emails is to send an email on either Tuesday or Wednesday in the post lunch period. Okay, so imagine you are sending an email at 11 12ish in 1 2ish post lunch, okay, on Tuesday. So I will ideally call my customer or call the person of my interest on Thursday in the first half. Okay, because guys, that is when people are wrapping up, that's when they can actually give you a proper input or proper response to your calls. Okay, so that's when I'll make the call. So guys, that was about my fifth step of ABM strategy implementation. Okay, so my sixth step would be kind of to wrap up. And guys, before anything else, you have to ensure, before even starting any of these steps, that you have a very strong goal, and these goals are in lines with what your CEO wants. Okay, so guys, understand that you're going to take 9 to 10 months of your company time. Okay, so ensure that you have a CEO in complete confidence, and you are continuously reporting to them, telling them what is the kind of inputs, or what's the kind of advantage that you have got till now. Okay, and guys, the most important thing is to ensure that your goals are set in with respect to your current sales targets as well. Okay, so it could be a bottom line or your top line that you're trying to achieve, but ensure that it is in lines with your CEO, and that is what he is also looking at. Okay, so guys, this is an initiative, so there might be a bit fallback, so always have a backup plan with respect to landing pages and everything being separate from the ones that you already have. Okay, so your website need not be touched, but at the same time, small errors or any kind of errors have to be removed. Okay, so it should not so happen that person who is going on your landing page comes to your site and he's like, oh my god, what the hell, what happened? Okay, so that should not be the case. So those areas need to be corrected, those areas need to be checked. Okay, so guys, this has been my strongest points for ABM strategy, and I have always ensured that I have got success out of this strategy. Okay, so guys, this is me kind of wrapping up now on ABM strategy. I hope you liked this video. If you did, okay, if you found it educational as well, and hit the bell icon, guys, so just to so that you get the latest updates also which come from this channel. Okay, so guys, we have big week planned next time. Next week is going to be too big for us, because we will be going very heavy on the kind of activities and stuff. Okay, so we also have, guys, and do not forget that from next week onwards we will be doing 2 videos per day. Okay, so one would be in the morning, where we will be discussing a bit about a lot of about sessions on how to write an email, or what should be the templates, branding guidelines, brand templates and everything. And then in the second half we will have a lot of activities based on what kind of life hacks for marketers. Okay, that is what we will be having in the second half, which is in the afternoon. Okay, so guys, do not miss out on that. Do hit the subscribe button right now, and if possible also hit the bell icon, so that you keep getting notified on the latest in the on the channel. Okay, so guys, have a great day. Bye, see ya.